John Barnes' first marriage ended horrifically when his ex-wife finally had enough of his cheating ways. They had what seemed like a dream marriage, but the former Liverpool winger had so many affairs that ex-Susie could take it no more after 20 years together. However, John and Susie, who share 4 children together, now have a remarkably close friendship along with their new spouses. In tonight's brand new series of ITV's Life Stories, new host Kate Garraway speaks to the England legend about the adultery he committed in the past. John opens up about the serial infidelity which ended his first marriage, describing himself as a terrible husband, and discusses the effect it had on his older children. Susie had taken John when he was unfaithful with a timeshare rep while on holiday in Spain, with the footballer admitting he was a fool. Get the news you want straight to your inbox. Sign up for a Mirror newsletter here. It was a ridiculous thing for me to do and the impact it had was awful, he told the Daily Mail at the time. I think our relationship was too good for it to destroy the marriage, but I suppose it could have. Looking back, I remember only how terrible it was and how guilty I felt for doing that to her. All of us have done things that are bad and wrong, and the importance is to learn from them. I was just a fool. But 5 years later in 2001, the marriage was damaged beyond repair when Susie discovered he was having an affair with Nicole Houghton, the winner of the 1999 Miss Jamaica pageant. I always thought the family was strong enough to overcome any indiscretions, said Susie, but she knew it was different this time. They were never going to break up our home. But Nicole was different, she was determined she would have him. He told me, I love her. I knew that was final. At the time, John confirmed that their marriage was over and his desire to focus on his kids. I have separated from my wife and the most important thing now is the children. We have been having some problems for some time which has caused the separation, he said. I have not moved away from the area because the children mean everything to me. My wife and I are trying to make it as painless for the children as possible. The years after the divorce were strained and John went on to marry second wife Andrea, who he now has 3 children with, in 2006. However, the turning point came when Andrea fell pregnant and in May 2004 John came to tell Susie and apologize for the hurt he had caused her. Susie revealed, from that day our relationship was on a new footing. I respected the fact that he admitted he'd hurt me. It showed his strength of character. I hugged him and said, "Thank you for saying you're so sorry." His words healed the wounds between us. Finally I could forgive John. I have learned to love him again, love and respect him. The John the first had married was back again. After the initial upset about someone else having his child, I genuinely looked forward to a new baby in the family. Susie also remarried and all 4 are now good friends, with John's ex and her second husband even becoming godparents to his kids with Andrea. Speaking about their unlikely friendship, Susie said, "John's probably here more now than he ever was when we were married. We get on better now than we have in years." How many divorced couples can say that? John has 7 children in total, 4 adult kids from his first marriage and 3 younger ones from his second. His talented kids have gone on to have remarkable careers, with one of his daughters working as a doctor and his second eldest son as a banker after getting a first in maths from Leeds University. His other daughter did a degree in criminology at Liverpool University, and his eldest son is a consultant plastic surgeon who deals with car crashes and burns. Speaking to The Guardian, he said, "Love and a good education are the two most important things you can give your children. I have 7 children, 4 adult children aged 21 to 31 from my first marriage and 3 young children aged 6, 10 and 12 from my second marriage. I also have 2 grandchildren." John is the first of 3 famous faces taking part in the new series of life stories with Kate Garraway. It's all changed this time round as Piers Morgan is gone and his former Good Morning Britain co-star is taking over in the hot seat. Kate is digging into the celebs' personal lives to hear what makes them tick and about the events that have shaped them. In tonight's episode, John joins Kate to look back on his remarkable life and football career. He reflects on arriving in London from Jamaica as a 12-year-old boy with hopes of playing professional football and how his precocious talent made his dream come true. John bravely discusses how he overcame years of horrific racial abuse to win 2 league titles and 3 Player of the Season awards, score 200 goals, and represent England 79 times. He relives his memories of the 1989 Hillsborough disaster, which he witnessed from the pitch, and the impact on players, families, and the entire Liverpool community. John also reveals the happy accident behind his famous rap in the 1990 World in Motion single, and opens up about his marriages and children. Kate Garraway's Life Stories with John Barnes airs tonight on ITV at 9 p.m. Do you have a story to share? Email webfeatures@trinitymirror.com.